yesterday. So do they expect Ralph to be holding this position? Does look like he's heading back now, though. Just had a peek in. That's the BX brothers. Ramio going down as Barce made a quick maneuver over towards the north side of the map.
Yeah, Ramio was just a little bit south of Hartin, extricated outside of his team's ground, and they go down for it as War's going to be able to find the corner there. Really nice pick up of the poser, but Havlik is traded off onto Wards and actually is flushed very, very quickly. Lewis wants to find more, but two of them are down now. It's a 2 versus 3 with 2 players to get back up. Kara want to keep this one under control, not around the corner just yet, and they are safe enough to bide their time, caught with an aid in hand, but it is now just CEO later. No HP on Tulika, though, makes things difficult for them, and all 3 players are resable here, Blank. That is a huge pickup for Kara.
Kara makes it happen. What a play from there. I mean, it looked diabolical as soon as Lewis went down when he just stepped out, a little bit not aware of his surroundings. But CEO later makes a massive decision. Here's the pin of the Northwest Mountain. This is very quick from Barce. We know they started down towards the Confluence compounds, just the west of boot camp. Good nade over towards Nihat, though. And that'll start things off strong for IDA.
Nice nade up on high, finds a second as well, and immediately gets that flush. Barce, they found one of the players from the BX brothers, but looks like IDA moving across this Northwest Island. Maybe a little bit too much for them to bear. Nobody. Just drop back, and we'll be able to do so. Barce playing on as 3. Looks like they found out in the blue zone. Catches super, super low here. Gets tagged by a nade. Doesn't manage to get the heal off in time, and it's the play zone to find that knock. There's the cook from Savian. Instead, just hops around the corner with that auto shotty. Not going to be traded off. Soulless backing off the angle. They're giving up the ghost on that, which means Fireflux now playing only as 2 as Fenerbahce get away with both of those points.
That's an easy pickup for Fenerbahce. They've been attempting to move up on this match as well. On that south side. Soulless heals with the first aid kit. I think Fenerbahce would like to get around Fireflux now. They're not making it easy. There's a lot of these scenarios where you take a team down to just 2. There's always that possibility of losing 1 or more members. And there's Papra Supermassive actually getting involved. That's from the northern side.
Okay. Drops over the top. It gets taken down. A little bit of a misstep there. There is backup, but it's not in time. Will that find a second frag around the corner as well? And Soulless with a 1 versus 3. Fireflux not getting snuffed out just yet.
What just happened? Scarface is alive too. Kara is moving over. Weren't curtailed by Falcon.
High ground ridgeline has worked out quite well for them because they've got so much control of it. For my money, I think it's BX Brothers who could really change that, right? If they push up towards that north point of Guild, they could have a massive oversight onto a large swathe of the circle. And that could change the tide of things, something awful. Open up that western edge. And teams could maybe find their way through there. Kara, managing to get everyone back up and into the fight, playing as 4. They've got 5 elims already, Blank, which does sit them on 64.
Just good stuff. I mean, Kara already ahead of S2G now. Kamikaze looking to put a stop to their run here in this game. Boran goes down for Besiktas. They're able to get 1 elim off this match. Now, slight struggle. That's if IDA doesn't show them their back too easily. Rita will go down, and that completely ruins the angles coming through from Eren as he now has to leave. Reassess the scenario. Storm's going to fly in. Good shots from Narvalo over towards Kara. Taking down the majority of the squad there.
There's Fireflux going down as well, and a lot of elims being earned by Kara, but they're eating lead in response as well. Besiktas clearing out Northern Cow as they try and take control of the compound. IDA will fall because of it. And that was Regnum Kaya earlier, transitioning actually to the hillside that you see them on now, and that is going to play really well into this next circle. They've got that coastal ridge line to play with. BX Brothers going to line the western edge on those building compounds. Guilds still have the ridge lines, but I think that's going to be contested now.
If we move away, Regnum Kaya in a good spot. BX Brothers would have loved to have not lost that player. Guilds similarly. Falcons who do need to leave this very well guarded compound. The walls close them in, opposed to keeping teams out. Papara Supermassive up to 3 eliminations on this match. So far, already putting a nice dent in over towards the work that they'll need to do to see themselves safe.
S2G spotted. That's Regnum Kaya from their terrain position out towards the coastline, finding a player from S2G and really isolated here for Sada. It is a bad time in that scouting tower. Really difficult to get up and get that res as well. It's so isolated. It's so open. Shooting through the legs of it. Ego, they want a piece of this pie, but I don't think they were banking on that. A nice spray down, picks one up, and immediately chowed down on those points. Ever valuable, but S2G haven't been able to claim any of them.
I think S2G right now, they're just looking to secure over towards the east side of the map, but losing a player already in Sarah, and I think that Sarah should go down default though with T90 doing good work over towards Falcons, who are struggling to stay alive here. Having their wings clipped, Falcons. You got Ralph trying to heal up in the backgrounds. There's now Ballo attempts to crawl back. How has Tron made that run?
Beggars belief how he's made that work. Wipe not quite connecting, the smoke obscuring enough. MVP across the way, maybe a third party onto his push, and Tron keeps the window under control, but it is MVP, that third party that does have the impact on the crossing. He may have won that trade with Tron through the window, but it's not going to work out any further. In the meantime, after the knock that S2G suffered, it's Barce and Besiktas both trying to move in on this lumberyard in Tatmar.
S2G just need to clean out more teams here. Guild are holding out boys from Falcons quite well, though. I'm not sure how easy it's going to be for them to move up and deal with default, who's had a very good defense over towards their side. That's an easy pick coming through for S2G.
More than happy to add that to the tally placement.
And it is surprising that Falcons has been able to live as long as they have here versus default, but the blue will shove them in. Koa going down with Ralph, quick to fall afterwards. That's how with the help of S2G on this off angle. Regnum Kaya, though, looking for some big plays. A team that is well renowned and well known.
Oh dear. Self-Molotov on the team there is on Falcons on the south side with the blue zone pushing. They're going to need to find this res as fast as possible or move forward and get rid of default. Finally, Narvalo connects, and that's what they were looking for, to try and take control of this one. You've also got Spike trying to descend through these ridge lines, but Kelsey knows he's going for it. It will be a suppressive force on that angle. Default flushed, and that is Guild eliminated. It actually all goes over to Falcons. Maybe they find the res, but here, and this is where they can really prove themselves on the flip side if they're able to make it work.
Yeah, they're worried about you, worrying about where they're worried about to go. BX Brothers, though, a bit of a tough scenario, getting shot from both sides, and the Falcons still having a significant contribution to this lobby. Prospect will go down to play zone, as they do get delayed quite a bit. Koa still sending shots across. Got knocked by his teammate earlier. Was drawn back up, though.
Stays alive for the time being. Koa moving along the ridgeline here to regroup a little bit closer to Narvalo. This high ground now will start to be devilish for teams to try and move around. Regnum Kaya, they've taken another knock on their transition over towards a bit closer.
Team Eagle has to move. Like, this is so late from them, John.
Where do they go, though? I mean, there's so little cover available to them ahead of the way. I mean, there's that little dip just in front of them, but as soon as they get in there, Falcons will have shots down towards them. It's not nice. It's a really nasty bit of terrain to try and cross.
Yeah, they have the rocks, but in that moment where you're seeing Koa taking shots over towards Regnum Kaya, there's at least 3 separate angles there that could have stepped up to take shots towards him. Koa's going to wander down the hill, but just to be found by Gentleman from Rafa, who has played the long game. And it will pay off, but Falcons getting 8 points. We talked about them only needing 15 on the day. That is a really, really good result for them. Getting so much done of the tally that was required at the beginning of the day here on Sandhawk does feel very good.
Certainly does, and the same could be said for S2G as they do start to leverage the hard cover that they've been afforded. That southeast shift on the circle from earlier really doing well for them. It kept them in the running, something pretty nasty for everybody else in the lobby. They have been able to extract a lot of value here. Gentleman goes down, and now it's a team versus team, 3 versus 3, S2G versus Regnum Kaya. S2G going to have to leave, though. They will have to be pushed out of this lumberyard.
Oh, it's so funny the way it works, right? It moves away from Regnum Kaya a lot of times, makes their game very difficult. It looks like it's favoring S2G, only for it to force S2G out into open ground. Good smokes, though, will deny a lot of that pressure. A lot of those reticles been placed on the players from S2G. And they hunker down. Not the most defensible spots, but some really sneaky spots as well, though, John.
We were worried about Silas's performance over their first day of games, but he's managed to marshal them into a solid position for the time being. The question is, can they go all the way? Loxy crawling forwards with a nade. As soon as he spots someone, that's going to lob straight onto their location. You know that a lot of the S2G players are going to be playing on their belly, which means they're not very mobile. And that is what they were looking for, but it's immediately traded off to Silas. Stepping up, though, S2G are getting torn apart, and Regnum Kaya play the outside beautifully. S2G second place, Regnum Kaya in first.
S2G once again getting pipped to the post here on Sandhawk. That's the second place they've been able to get here over on Sandhawk through the league stage. Regnum